This is our second part of measures of variation, and the learning objectives of this lesson is sample variance and standard deviation. We have seen how to calculate the variance and standard deviation of population in the last lesson, part 1, and in part 2 we will learn and we will see the formula in order to calculate the variance and standard deviation of a sample. So formula for the sample variance is S square is equal to summation of x minus x bar whole square divided by n minus 1. So x is the individual value of the data. Suppose we have a data 10, 20, 30, right? So 10 is the individual value, 20 is the individual value, 30 is the individual value, and then x bar. This represents the mean of the sample. Suppose we have 10, 20, 30. So you have to add 10 plus 20 plus 30, which is equal to 60 divided by 3. So in this way you will get the mean. And n is the sample size. So in this case 10, 20, 30, our sample size is n, right? So mu represents the mean of the population, while x bar represents the mean of the sample. This is the first difference. In population you have to use mu in order to calculate the mean, x bar for a sample. Similarly, sigma square is the variance in case of population. Here in sample you have to use the s square for the variance. Sigma is for the standard deviation and s for the standard deviation in the case of sample. So s square means the sigma square, because this is the sample, that is why we are using s square is equal to summation of x minus x bar n minus 1. This is very important point here, that we have to divide by n minus 1 in population. In the case of population, we were dividing with capital N, sample size. Here we have to subtract n, sample size is suppose 4 minus 1, 3, because if we will divide with the sample size that is 4, suppose it will underestimate the population variance, right? Because population, we have to consider each and every member, each and every object. In sample we have to consider the random numbers. So if we divide this by n only, it will underestimate the variance of the population. In order to make it more or less equal, so we subtract n minus 1 and then we divide it. So this is the main difference. Then the formula for sample is standard deviation. Similarly, you have to take the square root of the variance. So s square, then you have to take the square root. Again same thing, x represent the individual value, this is the sample mean, this is the sample size. So same 6 steps, whatever we have discussed in case of population, same 6 steps in order to calculate the sample variance and sample standard deviation we have to consider, but I will show you a little bit difference only here, which we have already discussed. First of all, you have to find the mean of the data. So in the case of sample, you have to use x bar. In population, you have to use mu. Here you have to use x bar for a sample, summation of x divided by n. In this way you will calculate the mean. Second step is find the deviation for each data value. What does deviation means? Deviation is how far each data value is from the mean. Suppose we have 10, 20, 30. So you have to minus 10 minus mean, 20 minus mean. Whatever you will calculate in step number 2, always keep in mind the answer should be 0. Always the answer of step number 2 is 0. I will show you in the example. That is why we cannot go ahead. We make the square of the step number 2. That is why we make the square. If we will not make the square, always you will see that step 2 is always 0. Square each of the deviations, find the sum of the squares, then we have to calculate the sum. Now this is only difference. In order to calculate the variance, you have to divide it by n minus 1. In population, we divide it by n, whatever the size of the population. But in sample, this is sample. If we will divide with the sample size, suppose the sample size is 6, or 7 or 8, it will underestimate the population. This is important point. That is why we have to subtract 1 from the sample size, and then we have to divide. Take the square root of the variance. Why we take the square root? Because in this step we had make the square of the step number 2. Our original data was not squared, so that is why we take the square root in order to get our answer in the same unit as it was in the raw data. So here I have set an example for you. Suppose a sample of six taxi drivers. See, sample, it's not a population. Maybe there were 10 or 20 taxi drivers, but we have picked 6, and their time is spent in the school zone in the rush hour. Suppose these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the taxi drivers, and these units are in minutes. One taxi driver spent 15 minutes in the school zone, second 22 minutes, 30 minutes, and so on. So you have to calculate the first step is mean, average. So in the case of sample, you have to use x bar. In case of population, you have to use mu. So x bar, same thing, summation of x, 15 plus 22 plus 30 plus 10 plus 12 plus 25 divided by 6, because we have 6 observations, 6 sample. So we average is 19 minutes. Each taxi driver has to spend 19 minutes in the school zone in rush hour. This is the mean. Now what is the second step? Deviation. How each data value is far from this mean. 15 minus 19, 22 minus 19, 30 minus 19, and so on. So this is step number 2, and always step number 2 you will get the 0 answer. I will show you here. Minus 4 minus 7, this is minus 11, and this is minus 9, this is negative 20. So same thing, 3 plus 6, positive 9, 11, 20. So plus 20 and negative 20 will cancel out. So it is 0. Keep in mind, step number 2 will be 0. Always 0. You cannot go ahead. That is why we make the square. We make the square. 4 square, this is square. Because this is minus negative 4. If we make the square of it, minus minus or negative negative will be positive. This negative will be positive. That is why we make the square of this step, right? This one here we have made the square. That is why we take the square root at the end of the variance. Now find the sum of this square. 16 plus 9 plus 121. So the total is 312. This is our fourth step. In fifth step, we have to calculate the variance. So 312, 6 minus 1, because n minus 1. In case of population, you have to divide it by 6. But this is the sample, right? So you have to subtract 6 minus 1, which is equal to 5. 312 divided by 5 is equal to 62.4. This is the variance. This is our variance. Now you have to take the square root of this variance, which will be approximate equal to 7.9, and this is called the standard deviation of the sample, right? So these are the 6 steps. Now is the shortcut method. There is a shortcut method as well in order to calculate the variance and standard deviation. In the here we have used 6 steps. First is the mean, then deviation, then you have to take the square, then you have to add all the squares value, divide it by 6 n minus 1, and then take the square root. 6 step. This is called the shortcut method. Shortcut formula to calculate sample variance and standard deviation. Variance, see, what is the variance formula? Direct formula. S square is equal to n, number of samples or size, summation of x square minus summation of x whole square. This is the important point, that there is a difference between summation of x square and summation of x whole square. There is a difference. Summation of x square, this one, is not the same as this. The first one means to square the value first. then sum. Suppose if we have 2, so you have to square 2 times 4, 3 times 9, 9 plus 4, right? First you have to square and then you have to sum. But this one, first you have to sum, so it will be 2 plus 3 5 and then square. So this is the difference. X square means first you have to square the value, then add. Here you have to add the values, then square, and n in multiply by n minus 1. Similarly, standard deviation, you have to take the square root of this, whatever we will get here. I will show you with the help of example. This is the same example. 6 taxi drivers were waiting, so this one, what we did before, first we had calculated mean in the first example. This is the direct formula, summation of x, right? So you have to add all this. 15 plus 22, it is 114. The other is x square. First you have to make the square of this individual value and then you have to add. So see, there is a difference. It is 114 and it is 2478. This is summation of x or sigma x. This is summation or sigma x square, and then you have to put these values. So it is n is 6 because there are 6 sample size, 6 taxi driver. This is square, so 2478, and this one 114 square. So when we will make the calculation, you will get 62.4 variance and the standard deviation. So same answer what we have calculated with the long six steps, here we have used direct. What is the formula? You have to make the square and then add. Here you have to add and then square. See this one, add and then square 114. Here you have to square. So this is the main difference and this is the direct formula. You can use either one, you will get the same answer. If still you have any question regarding measures of variation, you can write down in comment section. And thank you so much for watching.